Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game, Happy versus Moon. This game taking place here on Echo Isle version 2.2. Game also pulled from the Proiron tournament. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I don't know how you guys would even land on my content, or why you would even click on my content if you're not here for WarCraft 3. Moon spawning as the yellow night elf on the top right hand side of the map, going up against Happy on the top left. For all, some of you guys out there have been asking me about Stormgate. What have I thought about it? So far, I really like. Well, there's a lot to learn when you're playing up a new real-time strategy game. And that's true of any game, right? There's that awkward phase where you're trying to learn the controls, especially if it's on a mouse and keyboard. You don't know where all the hotkeys are, and it doesn't feel like muscle memory yet. You have to be very purposeful about what you're building, and you're still learning what all of the different buildings look like, what they're supposed to do. The actual gameplay itself, from what I've felt and what I've played, feels very strong, feels very solid. It's just me trying to learn all of these things. Do I hope Stormgate is going to be the next best thing for real-time strategies? I do. The fact that you can play as a team to try and beat these missions, or play as a team, is going to make for a very interesting dynamic here in 2023, 2024. Real-time strategy games in the past were always a very lonely endeavor, and then MOBAs came out, and how it's going to be accepted by the general audience and by the player base is a big question, right? Are you going to have like 3v3 real-time strategy fights, right? Where you're collecting resources, you're trying to split up your groups, you're macroing, all of those things happening all at the same time. That's just something that I'm wondering what the community is going to do and how that's going to go. I really feel like real-time strategy games and gaming communities in general, you almost need a grassroots movement to try and build up what people are looking for before you can turn them into like the MLG or any other true sport association, like I guess in the Americas, like, or I guess in elsewhere like FIFA or MLB or NFL, or any of the soccer or football leagues that are around Europe. Anyways, lava spawns quickly gonna get summoned down here. Moon going for that Fire Lord first, a very common strategy now for Night Elves as of late, as we're looking at some skeletal minions gonna get taken down. Lava spawn is gonna go into a split here, and by splitting, well, you obviously get a new lava spawn, but they get a new chance on life as it resets their timed life. Ancient of War off to the side here. Meanwhile, we're looking at some of those skeletal minions getting poked down. I am still curious. It really feels like the lava spawns, sometimes they have a shortened timed life, sometimes they don't. I'm wondering if there's a difference on the maps, whether or not they have a shortened timed life. I know that the number of attacks that you need to get them to split has significantly fallen off, and maybe that is all it's really taking for these lava spawns to really become a new placeholder here and a new strong, powerful hero here in WarCraft 3 in 2023. All right, Ogre Magi gonna get taken down here. Firelord does get to level 2, gonna get that Incinerate ability. Is he gonna use it? Nope. Bloodlust right there, just gonna go ahead and attack against these trappers. Lava spawn actually gonna get off one more split here, and if he does get one more split, I wonder if he's gonna try to go for this mercenary camp at the 3 spot. Happy and Moon, well, two players playing at the highest level, and their pacing is just incredibly fast, as Happy now comes back across with a Death Knight sitting at level 2. Unholy Aura right there, able to charge on in. Now, Happy knows that Moon's Fire Lord is a very, very mana-intensive based hero, and with that, is expecting the Fire Lord to not be able to constantly use these lava spawns, not constantly summon them as, say, the Beastmaster, whose summons don't cost nearly as much, or the Archmage, who has the ability to, passively regenerate more mana with that Brilliance Aura. Death Knight is still scouting out this spot here, trying to figure out where Moon is going to be, and we're going to see now Happy trying to shut down or draw attention away from his base and his Expo attempt. Haunting of the Gold Mine already underway here. Death Knight now trying to retreat back. Low hit point Ghoul gonna go ahead and fall back here as we're looking at damage still getting added against all of these units. Little bit of damage, well, onto that Ghoul as he tries to retreat. Goes a quick Death Coil trying to save that Ghoul before it gets too low on hit points, as the Wisp now, well, retreating back as well. Tech to tier 2 already done by Moon. We don't see a second hero yet. Meanwhile, Death Knight is not going to be looking at tier 2. Well, actually, take it back. Already at tier 2, getting up the Lich, and now going to start training up Acolytes back for this Expo on the bottom left here. I was not expecting this. Lava Spawns are now going to try to make their way back out, take down some of these buildings. Ghouls are here. Archers are here as well. This Lava Spawn does have a much slower attack because of that Nerubian Tower. No real chance of splitting. And with no real chance of splitting, that's going to, well, come down pretty hard here. Death Knight now going after this Fire Lord, who is very slowly retreating away. Death Knight doesn't have Dust of Appearance, as the Death Knight tries to give chase to this Fire Lord. Fire Lord still backing away again. Lich does sit at level 1, gonna make its way down here. Ghouls are all ready for Daybreak, which is gonna be in 2-hour game time. Should be coming online pretty quick. Panda, the second hero from Moon. So it is going to be a bunch of Tavern heroes here as the Ghoul tries to take down this Tree of Life and stop Moon's Expo before it gets started. All right, little bit of damage here. Incinerate. Death Knight now trying to retreat back away. Quite a bit of damage racked up onto that Death Knight already, as the Death Knight down to 400 hit points and falling fast. Meanwhile, Haunting of the Gold Mine once again restarted. New Acolytes making their way down as more Acolytes are being trained up back at home. Panda looks to finish off a low hit point Ghoul, but should not be able to catch up here. And we're looking at Moon, who is going to actually fall behind in the Expo race against Happy. Happy's going to be the first to haunt this gold mine and get gold out of his natural expansion. Meanwhile, well, a quick, easy death right there. Dryads, Fire Lord, and now the Brewmaster still making their rounds. Fire Lord, very, very powerful hero. Gonna go ahead and try to get back into this position here. Death Knight picks up a Circlet of Nobility. Lich is out here. Does have that Claws of Attack +5. There's a Breath of Fire going across multiple skeletal minions here. We're gonna see some Abolish Magic just to get some experience, as we now see Ancient Protectors being placed down by Moon to try and stop this Expo from really being able to pay for itself. There goes a Frost Nova there, and damage is still racking up. Ancient Protector about to fall here, down to 60 hit points, but it is drawing the attention of all of these units, as we're looking at the Death Knight now down to 140 hit points, trying to regenerate hit points because he is on Blight, and with that Unholy Aura, there's a Death Coil saving the Lich as well. Little bit of bonus damage here. Dual level 2 heroes going up against a level 2, level 1, but that Fire Lord damage is really racking up quite high, and now this could be a potential problem. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire going across all of these units here? We see some damage. There's a Death Coil onto the Lich. Lich down to 207 hit points, trying to retreat back away. Dryads coming back around there as more damage is going up against all of these low hit point ghouls. Are we perhaps going to see level 3 on the Fire Lord? Yes, we are. It is going to be level 2 lava spawns. There goes another ghoul there. Another ghoul could get blown up right there as well, and there is all of that damage just slowly mounting up. All right, level 2 lava spawns still not out here on the battlefield, even though we are at a level 3 by Moon, trying to rack up a little bit of damage against all of these Ziggurats. Spirit Towers and Nerubian Towers will come online momentarily. Meanwhile, Panda holding the door, trying to intercept any Acolytes or ghouls that make their way down. Happy is not going to be able to fully saturate this gold mine, even though he is here. All right, low hit point Acolyte trying to, well, dance a little bit of distance away. There's a Spirit Tower here. Is this Acolyte going to get taken down? One more shot should do it. Yeah, there goes another, and just trying to rack up damage against these Acolytes here. As well, as he's trying to remove this remove any sign of just extra gold coming out of this gold mine now. All right. Last Acolyte going to get exploded once more. A new Acolyte coming on, trying to come down the line here, get a little bit more gold. And Happy unable to saturate the gold mine. The story in this game here on Echo Isle. Scroll of Town Portal now underway. Going to go ahead and do a tactical retreat back out. Level 2 was never reached on that Panda, as the Fire Lord was the one to deal the majority of the damage. However, Happy has everything he needs to win a game right now, and what we've seen Happy win games with just heroes and obsidian statues. Panda sitting at level 1, making its way out across the field. We are getting up that Tree of Life, perhaps going to try to entangle that gold mine here as the forward Ancient of Wonders. Clarity Potion, perhaps another Clarity Potion or a Potion of Mana is going to be needed. Brewmaster off to the north, going to get to level 2 very easily, perhaps get even closer to level 3 as well. Ogre Magi getting taken down. No Scroll of Healing, though, to try and help recover the rest of these lower hit point Dryads, too. Manual of Health here. Wand of Mana Stealing, that could be helpful in terms of trying to, shut down enemy heroes before a Death Coil or Frost Nova does get off. More Dryads coming across here. Lava Spawns may be getting in more splitting, and if the Brewmaster can get to level 3, that would be a drastic increase in overall damage. Come on, Null Brute down to 4 hit points, and somehow he still stays alive. All right, Rock Golem Creep Camp off to the north. Lava Spawns getting into position to try and tank some of that damage here. Here we are, here we go, ready to go. Rock Golem going to get taken down. Brewmaster gets the level 3, no problem. Picks up a Circlet of Nobility. Death Knight, however, comes in from behind and is now going to punish Moon, who is trying to creep away from all of the action. Where is the Fire Lord? Fire Lord nowhere to be found. There goes one Lava Spawn. Another Lava Spawn going to get taken out, as the Lich and Death Knight are both at level 3 as well. Hero level advantage. Fire Lord now trying to make a move inside or down across here inside this expo. Perhaps try and stop these Acolytes from getting any real mining going, as we see Spirit Towers and even a Tomb of Relics kind of blocking the path into this main base. Meanwhile, Panda is away from all or part of all of the action. Fire Lord is kind of separated, as we're looking at a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire across some of these Crypt Fiends. All right. Crypt Fiends could rack up damage against those Dryads. Dryads are getting a little bit more life because of that missing target. Forest Troll Berserker getting taken down. Lava Spawns getting cleaned up here as the Fire Lord shows up to the party to try and clean up some of these units. More Crypt Fiends getting Dryads getting taken down by Crypt Fiends. 46 supply compared to 46, as the Fire Lord's sudden appearance, trying to make a big impact overall. Another round or another Dryad gets taken down. Long distance attack from that Crypt Fiend, finding that target. Obsidian Statue, one more shot, that's going to get taken down here. Death Coil trying to heal up a little bit more, as the Panda still exchanging blows. Crypt Fiend burrowing its head as well, as the burrowed Crypt Fiends duck their head in the sand. Breath of Fire blows over. Is the Obsidian Statue going to get taken down? Down to 29 hit points. Dryad is in position. Could easily have poked it apart, as the Druids of the Cloud. There goes another Obsidian Statue again. So only one Obsidian Statue left. This Dryad now trying to rotate back down to the south here. Entangled Gold Mine Moon is up and operating off of 2 bases as well. And who is going to come out on top? Brewmaster now benefiting from some rejuvenation from the Druids of the Claw, who do have mastery training. We could get those bears in that front line very, very quickly. And there's that bear in that front line spot. There's a Breath of Fire racking up damage against all of these Murlocs here. Meanwhile, Fire Lord, another Clarity Potion, does also have a Staff of Preservation and an Orb of Venom on the Fire Lord. Interestingly enough, as that Orb of Venom effect does not work well with the Incinerate auto attack ability that he has been using from time to time. All right, Staff of Preservation saving some Dryads, sending them back home. Meanwhile, also going after this mercenary camp here. Brewmaster is at 4. Fire Lord going to be staying at 3. And, summoning up some more Lava Spawns again to perhaps do a little bit of poking. There's a lightning shield quickly getting abolished there. Geomancer and Renegade Wizard about to fall. Brewmaster perhaps going to pick up another useful item, but that is it. Meanwhile, Moon on this side rounds out his hero trifecta with a Naga Sea Witch. Those cold arrows and eventual fork lightning, great at picking off units or delivering that last burst of damage that Undead sometimes needs to finish off a unit. Alright, gonna go ahead and engage here. Crypt Fiend's gonna try and fight. Dryad's trying to back away. Here we are, here we go. As, well, engagements are gonna be key. 62 supply compared to 62 lava spawns, trying to lead the charge here. Destroyer able to devour magic off of that lava spawn, get in some bonus mana and recover some hit points. Still having 2 obsidian statues in the backfield here. That Ancient of War gonna get knocked down without much of a challenge. Dryad's Bear is gonna try and engage. There's another exchange and another blow here as the Undead army just getting ready to position themselves. All right, Panda gonna go ahead, get in a little bit of damage. Crypt Fiends are in position here. Where is that damage gonna rack up to? Firelord trying to, well, stay away. Are we gonna see a little bit of damage here? Death Knight actually just kind of stuck in that spot, unsure of how to retreat back out, as Moon is trying to repair this Tree of Life. So much damage getting racked up. Big Frost Nova, and Moon gonna lose this Expo. Moon losing this Expo is gonna be a big deal. Can he, well, win out by saving these bears and perhaps putting enough pressure on all of these Crypt Fiends? Happy's positioning here is just so key, as the Firelord using a Potion of Invulnerability trying to stay alive, but he may not be able to stick around long enough. He's going to get burst down here in just a moment, down to 62 hit points. No, he's able to walk away as the Brewmaster falls at level 4. All right, Brewmaster falls at 4. Bears are falling apart, and Happy with just spot on positioning, able to fight in a spot where Moon could not easily defend his Expo. When Moon's unable to defend his Expo, well, Happy takes the economic advantage away, takes the economic advantage, destroying that Expo, forcing Moon to fight, and, well, not enough survivability on both the Brewmaster and that Firelord. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.